Hold on, y'all. It's time to go. Woo! Y'all ready for this? Cause we about to go. Elevation. Probably need to get my headphones close. That would be a thing. Doom 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 boom doom doom boom doom doom boom doom doom. Woo! Time to start. Good morning, good Sunday morning to you. You are tuned into Real Praise with Leesha. That's me. And we are getting real this morning, restored, elevated, affirmed, and liberated as we get ready to receive everything God has in store for us today. So I've got just one question for you. Are you ready to be real? Oh, I hope you are. We've got great music, great inspiration, the church check in, your requests, and so much more. Let me tell you something. I'm so glad to be here on this 10th day of December in the building. Whew, we got a lot to talk about today, but right now we're going to talk about the miracle working power of God, how He allows us to do things, allows us to walk on water, allows us to do amazing things that we didn't even know we could do. So let's start our morning off with Lena Bird Miles and Walk on Water right here on the Ultimate Gospel Experience Praise 107.9. All right, turn that down. Put this over here. Move this back. Let me move this here. Double click. Boom boom. There we go. Okay, turn that down. I am doing the most this morning, but it's all right. Copy link. All right. I didn't change the date or nothing. You know what? Let me change this. Let me edit. Let me see if it'll let me fix it. I just hit go. Y'all need to say nothing to me or nothing. I hadn't been here since the 19th. It's almost a month. And we're going to talk about what happened and why and all of these things. Today is 12/10. Let's see. I'm just going to leave the hashtags up. And I'll figure out stuff later. I mean, because the figuring I got to do at this point. There we go. Okay. I just had to fix it because I mean, it was all wrong. But turn that down. Okay. Whew. Y'all. A lot of things are going on, but welcome to Real Praise with Leesha behind the scenes. What's this? Y'all can hear me? All right. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or something. Tap on it. Just let me know. Cause today, today. It's a new day with new mercies. And God is incredible. So that's what I'm going to focus on, the incredible God who is allowing me to experience an incredible praise, to give Him an incredible praise on this morning. I mean, I am trying, y'all. I really am. Let me see my page. Now, I push that button. Where it go? Does it go to me now? Okay, yes. So, welcome again to Real Praise with Leesha behind the scenes. I'm so grateful to be in the building this morning. Let me give y'all my disclaimers. We talk about all kinds of things over here. Y'all, I'm getting hot flashes. Who pray for me? I hope it's not the change. Ooh. Anyway, so we do a few things over here. We got the church check-in that starts at 8. If you want me to shout out your church and your pastor, feel free to put the name of your church and the name of your pastor in the comments. And I'll be sure to shout them out during that time. Or you can send a message to me. Either way, that works. Also, if there is a song you'd like to hear, feel free to put it in the comments or send me a DM. Don't want to miss an opportunity for that. And I also don't want to miss an opportunity to pray with and for you. So if you stand or sit in need of prayer, put it in the comments if you want corporate prayer, or send me a DM, because prayer is absolutely necessary and needed. Amen. Come on, somebody. Y'all. So it's been a minute since I've been here, and I am, whew, when I tell you I am grateful to be here this morning, I really am. I am grateful to be up and moving. I am grateful that like God has given me this new day with new mercies. I am grateful. I'm grateful to see you in December of 2023. I really am just grateful this morning. And I'll do that, and then we're going to do this one. Yeah. And if you would indulge me this morning, last time I saw you guys was right before Thanksgiving. Since then, I have been to, good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Marisa. Since Thanksgiving, because I saw you guys the Sunday before Thanksgiving, I've been to Jamaica. And let me tell y'all something. I had that trip planned already. Really did. Had that trip planned already. Definitely needed it after the last news the doctor gave me. And it was everything, everything I needed just to be able to sit down and do nothing, to not think about what's going on in my body, even though things are going on in my body, to not have to be concerned about the everyday cares of life. I just drink random root juices that are supposed to help and chase it, have a fresh soursop juice chaser. Put my beach chair in the water, let the waves lap up on me, and chill out. And it was just a girls' trip. There were only three. It was 4 of us total. And I have the best friends, like for real, like just overall. The people in my circle really are amazing on so many levels, not just from a prayer standpoint, but also like traveling with people and making the most of it. Like we did absolutely nothing. Good morning, Charles. I won't say we didn't do anything. There were a few events in the middle, but from sitting on the beach at the one property, then we went to another property, and this amazing cook, Miss Sharon. Shout out to Miss Sharon. She made us breakfast that Saturday morning, and like the absolute best breakfast. We had fried dumplings. Those were the best, man. Those are the best. The fried dumpling. But then we also had ackee and saltfish. We had rasta eggs. We had callaloo, fried plantain, fresh orange juice, uh, fresh fruit. I picked a star fruit off the tree. Y'all, let me tell you something. I know I slipped into my accent because I got Jamaican in me somewhere. It goes back a couple generations, but it's in there, okay? And I felt like I was at home. That's all I'm going to say. I felt at home. And it was great. It was great. And I really want to be able to provide that for other people. I'm gonna figure out. I have the real you. It's a nonprofit. I gotta put in put an one of the arms of it. Just be y'all keep an eye out for it. I've been talking about it. Now I'm about to be about it because um the just having the space to just be. Like just be Leesha. I wasn't nobody's mama, nobody's girlfriend, nobody's significant other, nobody's nothing. I was just me. Listen, Terry, I'm gonna go back. I'm going back. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to get some real numbers to see how I can rent, how I can stay in the place that we stayed at for an extended period of time. Working on that currently. In the meantime, though, in between time, uh, also working on uh, creating spaces for other people who are going through terminal illnesses to just be. Just putting it out there. Y'all hold me accountable. Make sure I do it soon. Um, Good morning, Missy. Thank you so much for praying. I appreciate it. And I mean, I had a time. And we didn't even do nothing. We sat in the ocean, and then we sat in the pool, and then we came inside. Like, it's pretty much it. We did go to, like I said, another property. Miss Sharon cooked for us, and then we walked over next door and had the most amazing view. I can't even. Hold on, let me see if I can show y'all before this song is over. Okay. Had the most amazing view at the other property as well. So I'm just gonna show y'all in the camera like that. How bootleg is this? Don't worry about how bootleg it is. Just know that I was just sitting down at Captain Morgan, you know, the rum guy, at his original house, and that was the view from it. Just saying. So uh I just want y'all to know I had the most amazing time. Got to do that again. Oh, but y'all, like, I think everybody needs to go. I'm just saying, everybody need to go. I'm gonna put the link. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do after I go live right here, cause you know, working stuff. Okay. Strong finish, strong finish, strong finish, strong finish, strong faith, strong finish, strong finish. Mm-hmm. Yes, Jonathan Nelson right there with finish strong. Whoo. Yes. We're going to talk about that in a second. Before that, we heard Myron Butler, All Things Well. And we started off our morning with Lena Bird Miles and Walk on Water. We've had some great music this morning. And let me tell y'all something. I am on live right now. So if you check me out on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and soon Twitter, because I forgot to post it over there, or X, whatever it's called. Yeah, come on in the room. Join the conversation. I'm talking about my trip to Jamaica. Want to know what happened? Come on in the room. Oh my goodness. And we've got more great music on the way. So keep it locked right here to the ultimate gospel experience. We are Praise 107.9. Okay. Good morning, B. What you mean premium? I'm not doing. You know what? Hold on. Let me just make this post on this other site. No, I don't want. I just. How do you post? I don't. I, y'all know I don't. Oh, here we go. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Not doing that. What is happening? I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I click the plus sign. There we go. And then I hit there, and then I hit paste, and I hit post. Okay, I'm done. Y'all, I need to do uh, something new. Okay, anyway. Brian, we're gonna talk about the Chinese food offline. Anyway, so Jamaica was amazing. I would encourage all of you, any of you, if you have the opportunity, go. The townhouse we were at was it was amazing. It was in Ocho Rios. The location was amazing. It was not too far from Dunn's River Falls and Mystic River. So it was close to things. You could do touristy stuff. We ain't do none of that. Just cause who are me to be hiking? You know what I'm saying? Like no no no. It's not my ministry. That is not what God called me to do in this season, or really any season of my life. But that space and time gave me so much clarity in terms of like what how I need to approach. Oh, I forgot. I did 2 thumbs up. Yeah, these Apple things are wild. I did 2 thumbs up. And so that's why it gave me the fireworks. So woo, celebrate good times. Come on. So it, it gave me the clarity on how to approach this next season of my life. For those of you who don't know, last year, September, I was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And whoop, whoop, I've made it past worst case scenario because I asked the doctor, worst and best case. So I've made it past worst case. Whoop, whoop. But right before Thanksgiving on November 17th, my doctor said 6 months, maybe more if I do chemo. So, we'll see. But, at the end of the day, God has the final say. My declaration still stands. # healing has happened. So if you're believing God with me that healing has happened, go ahead, type it in the comments. And # healing has happened. Right? Hold on. Let's do this. Healing has happened. Woo! That's our declaration. Having way too much fun with this. I am believing in God. How God decides to heal me is on him. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I have a preference. Don't get me wrong. I got some preference. But I am not holding fast to one outcome or the other because that's not what God gave me. God just told me healing has happened and I have to walk out the process. So that is what I'm sharing. That is what I'm doing. That is how I'm operating. Healing has happened. Point blank, period. Healing has happened. Amen? Because that's what we're doing. That's what we're walking out. That's what we're believing God for. We're believing God for healing. And here's the thing. Here's the clarity that I received. Because sometimes I'm all in. Healing has happened. Yeah. Boom. Whatever. And then other times I'm like, yo, like for real though. Like for real though. This what you want to do, Jesus? I'm just saying, did we have to go this way? I'm sure I could have gotten the lessons other ways. But as I'm on my journey to healing, in my body, however that happens, I am healing in other ways. Like the love that I've been receiving um is ridiculous. And like I knew people love me, and like I know people know that I love them. I don't think I showed them like I'm showing them now. And places where my heart was bruised or broken that I didn't even know are starting to heal. And I'm like, yo, this this is nice. I am very happy to be here. Um, that God has given me this space to share. I mean, my faith is healed, is healing. Healing has happened. Hashtag healing has happened. Like my the the fact that he gave me healing has happened right in the same moment as what most would consider devastating news. I mean, let's be honest, it was devastating news. Nobody want to know they got cancer. Don't nobody want to know that they got 6 months. Neither. Um, but God, we know God has the final say, and we know He will work all things. Huh? Come on, say all things. God will work all things out for my good. I wholeheartedly believe that. Wholeheartedly. So I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to fret because healing has happened. And in that clarity, I've been asking questions of people. I have been living each day like it's my last. Not in like I'm trying to go somewhere, because I'm not. I'm doing what I need to do. Okay, let's make that clear. But like, is there something I need to say to somebody before I go? If today were my last day, what would I need to do? I need to show my son that I love him. I need to show the people that I love them. Or at least need to let them know if there is unforgiveness somewhere, I need to um, get to a place of forgiveness. If there is any malice, I realized the other day I was still mad at something somebody did uh 12 years ago. Why am I still mad about that? It's more than 12 years ago. What year was that? I don't know. But anyway, no, it was 12 years ago. Um, and what's the point? I don't need to be mad about that anymore. And I just realized that the other day, like Thursday. That was Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. I was still mad about that thing. And I let that thing go. You know why? Because if I died on Thursday, I didn't want that unforgiveness, that malice, that in my heart. I didn't want it nowhere near me. And you know what? That thing is gone. Won't it do it? Let me tell you something. So, God is really doing a thing. I realized y'all couldn't see the 9 on the 107.9 situation. But I'm living every day. Like if God took me today, because no man knows the day or the hour. The doctor don't know. God does. So I don't want to leave here with anything, any extra, any unnecessary, anything. So, with the strength that I have, I'm trying to make sure I see people when I can. That's getting a little difficult. But I'm working on that, just as I'm working on better. Keep looking over here because, got a whole show running currently, and I got 30 seconds. But I think I'm going to keep talking because I feel, ooh, hold on. Not big forehead. Put that back down. Because I still got more to say about this space. And I'm going to ask y'all the question that I've been asking people. But give me a second. Got to go live. But I do want to know what questions you would ask if today was your last day. It does. It's got to get better. It's got to get better. Hezekiah Walker right there with Better. Before that, we heard Todd Delaney and Satisfied. You know, God is really doing a work in me. He really is. He is showing up in ways that I didn't think he would. And he's allowing me to experience him in such a different way right now. I would encourage you to come on in the room if you're able to. Facebook, X, YouTube, LinkedIn. I'm on those platforms. Type in Real Praise or Real Praise with Leesha. Join the conversation. I'd love to see you over there. Because we're talking about some things I learned on my trip to Jamaica and just some questions I've been asking God, I've been asking myself, and I've been asking people around me. So if you want to know, come on in the room. And we've got more great music like this one, Ricky Dillard, All of My Help. Yes, indeed. Ooh, I think I'm about to go in on this one. So keep it locked right here to the Ultimate Gospel Experience with Praise 107.9. Do, 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 do. Okay. All right, questions you would ask if this were your last day. So, God, have I lived a pleasing life unto others for the kingdom of God? That's a good question. That is a really good question. I I've been asking people if there was anything that they wanted to tell me or anything that they wanted to do with me and or anything they wanted to do with me before I meet Jesus. Um Gives them an opportunity to share things with me that I may or may not have known. Um, Gives me an opportunity to share some things that I may or may not have known, or I may or may not have shared. And it kind of opens up the conversation, and you realize the impact that you have made and they have made. And those have been really great conversations. They really have. Let's see. Brian has a question. Did I make the impact on people that push them closer to God? That's a really good question. Stephanie says, "Am I empty of the gifts you placed inside of me? Is there more I need to do?" Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, you just want to you just want to talk about me. How did Taraji get on the boat? I feel like that's some kind of pop culture reference that I am not aware of. So, just tell me about that later, Brian, because I sure don't know. Anyway, uh, so these questions and more have kind of been on me to ask my people, and so I'm asking you if you'd like to share. That is, um, if you would like to share the answer to if is there anything you would like to tell me and or anything you would like to do with me before I go meet Jesus. Hopefully that doesn't sound like a heavy question in the morning. But I be in some heavy spaces because I be thinking about it all the time in my taco. My bean bag. If you don't know what the taco is, it's the bean bag. Because I just be wondering. But in that wondering, I have learned a lot about who God created me to be and how he created me. Because I used to wonder, I used to wonder if people actually liked me. I used to wonder if I made any kind of impact. Oh, wait. I'm drinking my Dunkin'. Dunkin', please sponsor me and my future endeavors with the Real You nonprofit and the Just Be program specifically. I'm gonna need y'all pray with me and then remind me to send a letter so they can sponsor me. Oh, this is good. Let me tell y'all real quick. I put what I put in here. This is an extra large hot chocolate with 3 toasted white chocolates and 1 butter pecan with some oat milk. Let this bless your entire life, your whole and entire life, like every part of it from the rooter to the tutor. Let this bless you. Get this. If you like coffee, not just like black with cream or just black. No, if you want a little flavor, a little extra, je ne sais quoi. 3 pumps. Is it 3? Yes. Y'all know I can't see close up. 3 pumps of toasted white chocolate. You know, it's only available during the holiday season. And 1 pump of butter pecan. This will bless you. Yeah, it will. Okay. So this space has opened up a lot of things for me, a lot of spaces for healing, a lot of opportunities to see whether or not I have really been putting it out there, because I lived in fear for so long, y'all. I know people have a particular perception of me, which is very interesting. I'm an introvert. Hey John, good morning. I'm so sorry. Listen, life was life, and it was a lot. I ain't even tell a whole bunch of people I was up there. And then I meant to call y'all back, and then I didn't feel well. That was a whole thing. Like, a whole frustrating thing, honestly. I'm going to be up there again, I'm sure, fairly soon. So, or y'all can come to Florida. Just putting it out there. Yeah, I was in the DC area this weekend, or this week. I went to go check on my aunt, and I only got to see her one day. I was planning on seeing her. Oh no, John, I wasn't gonna share my Amish market pretzel. What? Sir, you must not know me. I know we family, but you must not know. We ain't sharing no pretzel. You get your own, I get my own. But yeah, I saw my aunt briefly because I was tired, and then life started lifing. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it. But yeah, like you're right, Brian. I don't play about the Amish market. Y'all don't understand. Side note, Brian and John, let me tell y'all something. And anybody else in the DMV or near an Amish market. So I bought this container. I'm gonna get back to my talking second. I bought this container of cheese, right? It was cheese ends, like the pieces of cheese that couldn't go in the package, so they was just leftover pieces of cheese. And it was different kinds of cheese in there, I believe, because I didn't know what kind of cheese was in there. They had what I believe to be butter cheese. Now, the reason I say I think it's butter cheese because it was really buttery tasting and cheesy. Listen, I don't even know, but I'll tell you. I put that atop some zucchini pineapple bread and put it in the broiler. Ha! My God from Zion. I actually burnt that piece of bread. I mean, it was real extra toasty. And let me tell you how I ate the whole joint. Like that char ain't even matter because it was so great. I put a piece of smoked cheddar and a piece of butter cheese on there. on that zucchini pineapple bread. It don't even sound like it should go together, but it did. It blessed me. It blessed me. Um, so if you get a chance to go to the Amish market, get the butter cheese. Okay, get the butter cheese. All right, moving along. What was I talking about? Because I got real excited about that butter cheese and all the cheeses that were in there. Whew. And side note, the blessing also in that is that I ate something I don't really like to do here lately. But yeah, I ate that. I ate that burnt piece of bread. It's only burnt on the top part because I didn't flip it over. So the bottom was fine. Just a little char. That's what you don't say is burnt. It's charred. That sounds fancy. And it sounds like you didn't actually burn it, but you did. But it was so good. Anyway, back to what I was saying, being inspirational to y'all. Love you too, B. Have an amazing day in Jesus. I was talking about something about learning and growing and all the questions that I've been asking people, wondering if I've made an impact at all. And God really has been showing me just through how people are loving on me and encouraging me and showing up in spaces. Like things have been happening for me over the last year that I didn't expect. I didn't even know would happen. That I didn't even like. I mean, the way I didn't know that these things were gonna happen. Like, what? Hey, Gio, what do you want from me other than getting a Marriott job? Oh, and thank you for saying I've made a tremendous impact. No, that's what I need from you, sister of mine. That's all I need. I need these $40 rooms. That's what we'll talk about that offline. Anyway, if you could just do that just for a little while, just a little while, I would greatly appreciate it. Or if somebody else works for Marriott and you could put me on your friends and family list, that would be great as well. I would greatly appreciate that. Just putting it out there. That way I don't have to put the onus on my sister today. But anyway, I had wondered about that, honestly, because I didn't know. And we usually don't share these things until the person is gone and you're sharing these things at their funeral. I don't, they talk about giving people their flowers while they're here and everything. I honestly didn't know if I had flowers to receive. That's just the honest truth. But what I know in this space is that God has given me the ability to see his hand at work in so many ways, not just in me, but in the people around me and in spaces and places where I didn't think it was possible. So I'm grateful. Like when I say that, I really am grateful. I am grateful that God has given me this opportunity to see him in this light. I would not wish this on anybody at all. From a health perspective, I don't want nobody to go through what I'm going through. Because this ain't it. Okay? Let me just tell you, it ain't it. From a human perspective, this ain't it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to have this. I don't want to be like this. Whatever. Okay? That's the human me. The spirit me is still looking like, but God is using this space. He's using this position, this platform, if you will, for me to walk out my faith in real time. So It's being accountable. And on the days that look good or feel good, sharing. On the days that look bad or feel bad, sharing. On the days that are like, mm, sharing then too. Because we all have days that are great. We all have days that aren't so great. We have days that we're just trying to make it through. But at the end of the day, if I can walk that out in real time and show you and everybody else how good God is in the midst of devastation, in the midst of frustration, in the midst of health challenges, in the midst of financial adversity, if I can show you that God is still good, then maybe, just maybe, there might be an uptick in your faith. Maybe, just maybe, you might change your perspective on things. That maybe, just maybe, someone would at least start asking questions about the God that I serve. And I can tell them my story. I can tell them what God has done for me and show them how to have their own conversation with God. Because I tell you, I be talking to God for real. I got to talk to him, because if I believe in him, if I believe him at his word, if I believe what he said to me, then we got to have some conversations when he be out here letting stuff happen. Like, yo, bruh, what up, though? Yeah, I have been talking a long time, but it's because I haven't been here in a minute. So, sorry, not sorry. But what I will have to do in these 20 seconds is go live again. So I should, I got to keep this in my face, because then you see all the big forehead. But I'm gonna come back. Hold on. Aren't you glad that he spoke over you? Yes, Jacqueline Carr right there with You Spoke Over Me. Before that, we heard Juan and Lisa Winans featuring Marvin L. Winans, It Belongs to Me. And start off this music set with Ricky Dillard, All of My Help. Just some great music this morning. You know how we do. Great music, great inspiration, and just sharing how good God is. Amen. Amen. Well, I'm gonna tell you, just get get ready, because we're gonna do the church check-in in a little bit. Don't call yet, but I'll let you know when to call. All right. So keep it locked right here to the Ultimate Gospel Experience, where praise 107.9. When I talk to God, do you get any answers back? If so, what he be saying? So, okay, let me tell you something, John, for real. Sometimes he be talking about, other times he don't say nothing. I'll be like, hey. But then sometimes he speaks to me and I hear him clearly. Sometimes he uses other people to share something that he's kind of like put in my face a lot, whether I'm reading the word or I'm even like perusing social media, and there'll be a common recurring theme that I'm seeing from different people that I know don't know each other, and it's the same kind of theme. And then somebody says something about that same thing that I've been seeing. Like, what? Wait, where you say that? You got a bug in my room? You spying on me? How you know that? Um. So God talks to me in different ways, and I'm really just learning. Not that I hadn't heard his voice before. Um, it's he speaks in different ways, you know, in the ways that get my attention um, at the time. It's real crazy. It used to be like, I'd be like, "Ooh, what's happening?" Um, Sometimes it's like deja vu. Sometimes it's like still small voice. Cause like when God told me healing has happened, I heard him clear as day, like audibly, which was weird. Um, but I heard that clear as day. Um, he said healing has happened. That's what he said to me in that moment. So that's why I operate in it. Cause it was clear. It was like the peace I had. The doctor called me on the phone and told me I had cancer. I didn't know what stage, I didn't know what kind, I didn't know nothing. Cancer. You have cancer, it's malignant. Looked at the paperwork, all it said was malignant. Um, like the news was devastating. Then I had to wait to go to see the doctor. So that was like on a Friday that I got the call, and then I had to wait till like the following week to talk to the doctor. Whole weekend I'm researching, I'm WebMD, and I'm doing all of the things. Because even though God had told me healing has happened, my humanness was like, yo, what we got? So I'm looking up, like, okay, so based on the information in my chart, then I have either stage 3 or stage 4. So then when I went to the doctor and he was like, so what do you know? I was like, I don't know. I've been Googling stuff. And he was like, well, with stage 4 cancer, oh, yo, I got stage 4 and it's pancreatic. And it's the one everybody, as soon as you hear that they got it, they not here much longer. Bet. So I asked that doctor on that day, I said, give me best worst case scenario. He said, worst case, 1 year. Best case, 4 to 5 years. And again, didn't glom onto that because that was the beginning of my healing has happened journey. So I'm like, okay, God, you said healing has happened. Let's see how this goes. Um, and he reminded me through that process when I was losing weight very quickly, when I couldn't get up out of my beanbag, when I, you know, passed out a whole bunch, when I was in the ER every week, healing has happened. When I looked at myself fading away, healing has happened. When I thought I was going, I remember I rarely sleep with the lights off right now because, you know what? I'll just tell them in the next hour. I'm gonna keep talking till I'm done. I don't sleep with the lights off unless someone is physically in the room with me. Because I remember early on in the process, laying in the bed or on the ground. I don't remember where I was laying, but I remember having chest pains all over my body. I know what James Cleveland was talking about when he said chest pains all over his body. I remember having radiating pain throughout my chest and being in the dark and sitting there just trying to make sure it wasn't like I wasn't having an anxiety attack or anything. Like just making sure, calming myself down, all of those things. And having to go to the ER. My parents were out of town, so they came back home and like they ended up doing like a turnaround trip because they had driven somewhere far and they were like, nah, we got to come home. And like what I experienced in those hours just laying there of the pain kind of freaked me out so much that I have not slept with the lights off since. And I don't know whether I haven't given that space to God or It's okay that I'm just got the lights on. It's fine. It is what it is. Um, but I just remember that space and how hard that was. And that was early on. That was maybe right after my first treatment or something. But even in that space, I have given that. I'm working on giving that whole space to God. But I remember what that feels like, or what it felt like. I know what it feels like. And at the end of the day, I try to give my energies to things that are more that are higher up on my totem pole. Sleeping with the lights on is not high on my totem pole. Or sleeping with the lights off, rather. It's not high on my totem pole. We might get to it at some point, but we gonna address the big things, like the spaces that could be um, anxiety related, or um, the places where I had let fear reign, and working to remove the things that had me fearful in the first place. I don't have time to be afraid, y'all. If we really thought about it, no man knows the day or the hour. So why not live to live again? Why not live like each day is my last, knowing that I have left everything on the table? I understand we're planning for our lives. There are things that we need to do, and we need to have things in place so we're not operating haphazardly. But for me, in terms of my heart and my emotions and things I'm supposed to do, like this Just Be initiative that's under the umbrella of the Real You, I need to do that. I I am afraid to do that. I'm like, oh, it's so much work. There's so many things I need to do. There's so many things I need to put in place. Everything is put in place. The nonprofit is already it's already set up for tax exemption. So if you want to donate to the Real You, you can. There's a bank account, a separate bank account set up for that. There's hold on. That's 40. I guess 54. I need this one. Okay. That should take me close enough. Okay, sorry. This is going. But there's so many things that I need to do, and I just need to do it. I just need to do it. So look forward to the Just Be initiative. I'll be putting out there, hey, where you can donate, so we can start providing opportunities for people with terminal illnesses, to just be. Good morning, Twana. Yeah, I've talked a long time this morning. I got to get to my job here, but I just want to encourage you, honestly, to one, remember that hashtag healing has happened for you. You just have to walk out the process. So if there's something that you're standing in need of healing for, walk that process out. Don't be afraid to do it. Go with God. Let Him show up for you like only He can. And, oh goodness, use today to set the tone for your week. Speak God's promises over your life because they are a yes and amen. Speak them out of your mouth so you can hear it, and everyone and everything around you can hear it as well. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I'll see y'all again real soon. Have an amazing, amazing Sunday, an amazing week. And I'll see y'all later, all right? Bye.